So let's start down on our mats. Take a comfortable seat. Wiggle yourself in, settle down. Relax through shoulders, relax through the hips. And let's just take a moment to arrive onto our mats. Beautiful Saturday morning. So I want us to kind of take advantage of that and bring that energy into our practice today. So as we follow the breath, nice slow inhale and gentle exhale, let's begin by connecting to the sounds around us. If you're in your house, it could just simply be the steps of maybe someone around your home, somebody that's up and walking. Maybe you feel the wind at your window tapping, or the hum of your AC unit if that's on. Perhaps through your screen you can hear the birds that are around me at this time, and the hum of my neighbor's AC unit going on. As we settle into the sounds around us, let's take a nice easy exhale, bring the chin down towards chest, and then start moving the head around a bit. Just moving one side to the other, waking up the neck and upper spine, cervical spine. And then inhale, blink the eyes open, chin up, arms up overhead, extend the body, reach through fingertips, shoulders pull back and down into their sockets. Imagine extending from your rib cage all the way up to fingertips. And then exhale, take right hand down, left arm up and over, rotate torso, gaze up. Inhale, coming up, let's do the other side, just pivot your arms. Extend other side over, gazing up, opening to the heart. And then exhale back through to center, both arms extend, lengthen shoulders back. I'm gonna keep them up here just a little bit longer, really warming up into the shoulders, into the biceps and triceps. And then go ahead and let the hands go into prayer, bend them back so that your prayer thumbs are behind your head or behind your neck. Draw the elbows up, just stretching a little bit through the triceps. Draw in through belly and try not to arch into your back, but instead stay lifted. Shoulders engaged. Exhale, taking the arms back up and release down. Little shoulder roll here. Coming onto our tabletop position. Just moving your cushion or block out of the way if you were sitting on it. Take a moment to arrive onto your tabletop position. Draw in through navel, fan out through shoulders. Deep breath, roll forward and roll back. So just starting to warm up the wrists a little bit here. As you come forward, you'll find your limitation. So don't go too far forward if you're feeling pain. Obviously, you know this. But it's always a good reminder. Keep the shoulders protracted and engaged as you move forward and back. And then exhale, slowly pivot to hands. So now the tops of the hands are on the floor. And then we're going to move through that one more time. This time you may not go as far forward, but just stretching out and warming up the wrists. Nice and easy. Again, if it brings any kind of pain, then just stop in one spot and kind of just adjust yourself here. And exhale, slowly release. Shake out those wrists. Hands back onto the mat. Tuck the toes under, lift the tailbone, find your downward facing dog. As you find your downward facing dog, strong fingers, soften through your knees in order to give yourself room to elevate your hips. So when I can continuously elevate the hips, extending the chest towards the thighs. The fingers are strong and the shoulders are engaged. This is basically the same movement we did seated with our arms up over our heads. Except now we're bearing a little bit of weight into the arms and hands and fingers. So once you've been here for a little bit and your head's totally relaxed and you're feeling good, see if you can maybe bring one heel down and then the other, pedaling out the legs. Or simply bring both heels down. Find your deepest downward facing dog, just for a moment. See if you can press your chest through that kind of window of your arms, lengthening your body. Keep drawing in through belly. Relax through your toes, so maybe lift and lower the toes, kind of wiggle the toes a little bit. And then inhale, looking forward, walking or stepping your feet to about middle of your mat, separate them hip width. Moving into a little bit of stretch for the hamstrings. Soften the knees to begin with and let your body hang, rib cage over thighs. You can bring your hands behind your calf so your fingertips kind of touch the floor. Let your head relax. It's okay to round your spine a little bit here. Just soften through the shoulders. Fan them out, open them out. So instead of protracting, right, or instead of retracting, pulling the shoulders back, we're protracting through the shoulders. Opening them out, separating them from each other. Head relaxes, no tension. Knees are soft to begin with. You don't need to straighten them right away. And then inhale, fingertips to the front, lengthen spine for our halfway lift. So halfway lift here, reach the fingertips forward, keep creating a sense of space from your hips, from your tailbone, all the way to the top of your head. So elongating the spine. And then walking the fingertips forward, drawing in through navel. Go ahead and step your feet all the way top of your mat. Toes and heels come together this time. Soften knees. Inhale, roll yourself up to standing. Good. So once you're up and standing, take a moment to arrive onto your feet. We went from seated to on the knees, now to the feet. So just notice the difference here. Gaze straight ahead. Relax through your shoulders. Play with your weight distribution. So maybe rolling your weight back, forward to the toes, back to the heels, to the left foot, to the right foot. Noticing all the little muscles in your ankles and feet working to keep you balanced and steady. And then inhale, draw the arms up, gaze up. So try not to arch back too much right here. Pop the tailbone under, lift up the rib cage, draw the elbows towards each other, and then drop your head back, look towards your thumb. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, forward fold. Hinging from the hips as we come down. Hands to the floor, head relaxes. Let the top of the head just reach towards the mat. Roll the weight forward to balls of your feet. Inhale, lengthen spine, creating space. Exhale, bend your knees. Plant your hands on the floor and then step or walk your feet back to your high plank. Find your high plank here for a moment. So bring your weight forward. Engage strong into your fingers. Protract the shoulders again. If you're feeling a little tired today, just bring knees down, chest down. Otherwise, roll forward to toes, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing, opening heart, lifting chest, looking up if your neck allows. Strong fingers, strong arms. Roll the elbows forward. Exhale, downward facing. Hold there and breathe. 5 breaths. Starting our practice nice and steady. So we're moving forward into our practice. We're not trying to do everything all at once. Just feeling your body as we warm up. Few more breaths here. Deepen each inhale. Really draw in breath. Lengthen each exhale, releasing anything that doesn't serve us. And then inhale, looking forward, walking or stepping your feet forward, coming back to top of mat, lengthening through spine, deep breath. Exhale, surrender. Inhale, arms coming up, body extends all the way up, palms comes together, reach and lengthen, gaze towards your thumbs. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Inhaling, arms coming up. Exhaling, forward folding. Inhaling, lifting halfway. Exhaling, step, walk, or jump. Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing, or cobra. Exhaling, downward facing. Your second option, as we move deeper into our practice, is when it's time to come into downward facing and you're feeling a little bit spent, a little bit tired, you can always come to your child's pose. But challenge yourself, at least for the warm-up, to stay in your downward facing dog. This is going to help you build muscle memory, increase your flexibility and your sense of awareness. So see if you can challenge yourself to stay here for a few more breaths. Reaching chest towards thighs, strong fingers, really important. Our feet are hip width apart, heels pressing towards the earth. And inhale, looking forward, step, walk, or jump. Extend, exhale, release. Inhale, arms coming up, looking up, palms together. Reach out of your fingertips, extending towards sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, take a breath here. Surrender to your breath, so don't fight anything that's moving or coming up for you right now. Let's add on to that one. Inhaling, arms coming up. Exhaling, Uttanasana. Inhaling, Ardha Uttanasana. Now with the exhale, let's step just the right foot back. Big step. So you can take the leg up, extend it like you're going into a half split, and then bending into that left knee, try to use control as you bring that toe down to the floor. So once the toe is down, keep the heel lifted. Left knee stacked over ankle, and slowly come up into your lunge. So what we want to try to do in this lunge is keep the hips forward and down. Inhale, arms extend up. The right heel is off the floor. The fingertips are extending. Sit down more into left thigh. Exhale, open the arms, rotate torso towards left. So away from the bent knee in front. Reach left arm back. See if you can gaze back towards thumb. And inhale, coming up again. Extending, lengthening. Reaching through fingertips. Open up the other side. Right arm up, left arm forward. Looking back over right hand if it's accessible. Otherwise, you can look forward towards left thumb. But reach through that right arm. Inhale, coming up. And exhale. Hands to floor. Straighten left leg. Fold forward, chin to shin. Take a few breaths here. You can walk the fingertips forward as you extend, or you can use your blocks if you feel you need them. Inhale, coming forward, taking that right foot, step it just a little bit, and then bring weight forward to left leg. Now coming into our standing split. It's the first one of the day, so don't worry. You don't go very far. Just find your sense of balance. Right hand top left, right corner, left hand behind left calf muscle. Pull on that muscle to get your body closer and closer to your left leg as you reach your right foot up towards sky. Find your breath. Easy inhale, slow exhale. And release right leg down. Take a moment, feet together, bend through the knees, roll yourself up to standing. Relax shoulders back. Deep inhale, easy exhale. Let's do that other side. Inhaling, arms up. Reach towards sky, drop head back. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Let it go, surrender. Inhale, lift halfway, create space. Now the left leg is going to step back. So fingertips on the mat. Bend into that left leg like a little flamingo, right? Right foot is on the ground. And then we're going to extend it back, 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 back. So the first one is kind of going to set up for our standing split later. And then slowly bending into that right knee. Slow, slow, slow with control. Left toe comes to the floor. So it's a big, big, giant step back. As you bend into that right knee, leave the left toes on the floor, left heel up. Come up, find your balance. You can use your right thigh here, but if you find your weight forward, lift away from the leg. So you want to keep your hips kind of stacked and pressing forward and down. Inhaling, arms coming up, or you can bring your hands to prayer if that feels a little bit more accessible for you. Open up, rotate to the right. Reach right fingertips back, left fingertips forward. Try to lengthen through spine, sit down more. Inhale, coming up. Keep finding your sense of balance, lock into left leg. Exhale, open other side. Rotating again, looking back towards left thumb. Or if you feel good, or if you feel like you're gonna fall out of balance, looking forward towards right. But keep reaching through that left arm. Exhale, pivot hands, back to the floor. And straighten right leg. Take a few moments here as you exhale, chin towards shin. And then walking hands forward, finding your wide pyramid. So this is pyramid pose, but in this position, the legs are really wide apart from each other. So it's more of a training for our splits. Let the head release. No tension here. Draw the left hip down. Try to straighten through both legs. And then inhale, coming forward. Kind of taking a little hop forward with that left foot, weight to the right, lengthen the left leg up. So start by simply finding your sense of balance here, keeping both hands down on the mat, left leg extended, right knee soft. Left hand now can come to top left corner of mat, right hand behind right calf muscle. Once you have a good grip, reach, extend, lengthen, point through toe, draw in through navel, extend top of your head towards the floor. Keep kicking through that left leg. Pull your body closer to your right thigh. And exhale, slowly release. Both feet together. Slowly round yourself up. Coming back to standing. Once you're standing, exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment here. Surrender. Breathe easy. Good. Adding on a little bit. Inhale, sit down, arms coming up. Utkatasana, chair pose. So the arms reach and extend. The hips move back and down as you lift through chest. Sit down strong, grounded, rooted. Gaze forward, shoulders back. You've been coming for a while. Bring your palms together. Draw your elbows towards each other and gaze towards your thumbs. Exhale, hands to the floor. Uttanasana, surrender. Let it go. Just let the shoulders kind of wriggle their way through. Find the stretch in the backs of your legs and into your glutes and hips. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lifting halfway. Exhale, bend your legs, plant your hands, step, walk, or jump. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing, looking up, opening heart, lifting chest. Exhale, downward facing. Take left heel to the floor, right foot steps forward between hands, big step. Inhale, come up, warrior one this time. Your back heel is down, not lifted off the mat, right? So you're in your warrior one setup. Rotate that left hip forward. Left hip forward, right hip back, sit down strong. Inhale, arms coming up. Find your warrior. Reach through fingertips. Extend. Exhale, hands to the floor. Right foot steps back. You've been coming for a while. Use your challenge. Come forward and lower from here. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Other side. Right heel pivots forward. Left foot steps all the way between the hands. Inhale, coming up. So once you come up, make sure that right heel is down, left knee is bent. Right hip forward, left hip back. So align your hips with the front of your mat. Inhale, arms come up. Warrior one. Reach that left knee forward. Sit down strong into that left hip, right leg extended. Exhale, hands to the floor. Pivot on your right toes. Left leg comes back. Again, lift it for a challenge as you come forward. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. 5 breaths here. Two more. Inhaling, looking forward, step, walk, or jump your feet. Top of your mat, lengthen spine. Exhale, release. Inhale, sit down, Utkatasana, chair pose, gazing up towards thumbs or forward. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Adding on to that one. Take a couple breaths here just to feel how you're going to feel. Don't shy away. Inhale, arms up, Utkatasana, sit down strong. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, let it go. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, create space. Exhale, step, walk, or jump back. Chaturanga, Dandasana, lower down. Inhale, upward facing, looking up, cobra. Exhale, downward facing. Good. Pivot that right heel in or bring in the right heel towards the floor as you lift left leg up. 3-legged dog. So most people want to open their hip here. Rotate your left hip down. Keep your right heel grounded as much as possible as you extend through left toes. Now bend left knee, point it towards the back of your head. And now open the hip. So now we're looking out from underneath the left armpit. Right arm is still strong, no bend in that right hand or right elbow. Open and twist, rotate torso. Maybe gaze up towards sky, keep your balance. And exhale, pivot back to center. Extend the leg. Taking left elbow to left, or left knee to left elbow. And pressing it back. Left knee to nose in the middle. Pressing it back. Left knee to right elbow. Going across the body. And pressing it back. And then this time, bend the knee. Plant that foot somewhere on the outside of the right side of your mat. And then pivot on your right leg, bend into your right knee as you lift your hips, coming into wild thing. Stay on your right toes, reach up through hips, extend through your right arm, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, release. Right hand down, left leg up. Back to three-legged. Bend through knee, exhale, step it forward, big step. Right heel pivots, inhale, come up, warrior two. So as you come into your warrior two, reach right arm back, left arm forward. Sit down strong, gazing over left fingertips. Catch your breath. Deep inhale. Slow, easy exhale. Right arm down, left arm up, reverse warrior. You can add a bind. You're so inclined. Rotating through left side. Exhale, pivot hands to the floor. Take a moment here, straighten left leg. The right heel can stay off the floor, but you can start to kind of gently slide it down. The first pose we're gonna do here for our split. So if this is tough enough for you, you need your blocks or you're on your fingertips, stay here. Otherwise, start to slide that left heel forward. Slide it away from you. Start to kind of walk the right toes back. Lengthen, 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 and then maybe bring the right knee down to the floor. So our splits are like really individual and really personal. So when you find yourself at your limit, you're gonna stop and you're gonna assess, what can I do here to maintain this posture and or to change it so that I'm able to maintain it. So maybe walking the hands a little closer to your body, lifting up your torso, or perhaps the opposite, walking the hands down towards left leg, lowering elbows to the floor. Maybe you use blocks, maybe you don't. One more breath, inhale, wherever you are, go to your deepest. Exhale, and then lift up. Everybody come back to a nice tall spine. Draw the right toe under, slide the left foot back in, and then sit all the way back, releasing right toe, sitting on the inside of your right foot. Left leg is extended. Take a moment here, like our half dandasana position. The right knee is bent, the top of right foot is on the mat. Gaze down towards your flexed left foot. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, fold again. Good. So a lot of work there for that left leg. Take a few breaths. And then inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, release. Press into the hands, come up. Onto that left foot. Right toe tucks under. Straighten legs and right foot forward. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, release. Inhaling, arms come up. Utkatasana, sit down, gazing up towards thumbs. Sit down strong into heels. And exhale, hands to heart. So just again, surrender here. Notice how the left side of your body feels. We're gonna try to repeat that whole sequence on the other side. Deep breath in, slow breath up. And next, inhale, breath. Come up into Utkatasana. So sit down, arms extend, gaze up, draw elbows towards each other. Pull in through lower abdomen, extend through fingertips. Exhale, forward fold, hinging from hips, head relaxes. Inhale, lifting halfway, creating space. Exhale, step, walk, or jump. Chaturanga Dandasana. Lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Opening heart, looking up. Exhale, downward facing. Good job. Just take a moment here to surrender to whatever feelings are coming up. Always being observant throughout our practice. Super important. Bringing weight to left foot, taking right leg up in the air for a three-legged dog. So remember, don't open up through your hips. Keep your hips nice and square. Keep extending the left heel down towards mat. Any adjustments you need to make here are fine. Just rotate that right hip down and forward so your hips are square. Reach into the right toes. Exhale, bend the right knee, point the toe now towards the top of your head. Really reach it. Like you want the toes to one day touch the back of your head. You're a while away, probably like me, but just keep lengthening in that direction. And then exhale, gazing forward, right knee, right elbow, and pressing back, three-legged dog. In the center, right knee, nose or forehead, press it back, three-legged dog. Right knee left, take it all the way forward, keep the toe lifted, press it back. Nice, easy breath. Now we're gonna take that right foot, bend the knee, and plant it on the outside of your mat. So get your whole foot out there, pivot onto your left foot, extend through the right leg. You're high on your left toes for your wild thing. Reach through fingertips, strong right arm. Breathe here as you extend, and exhale, bring it down, extend it back, lengthen. Deep breath, good. Taking it forward for a chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Just felt like we needed a little vinyasa there. Now we're gonna take that right leg all the way forward between the hands, big step. Pivot left heel to the floor. When you're ready, coming up, warrior two. Sit down strong, right knee. Gazing over right fingertips. Reaching through left arm. Firm right leg. Good, that's it. All right. Catch up with your breath here. Left arm down, right arm up for reverse. Looking up towards right hand. You can take left arm around to right thigh for a little half bind. Rotating through chest. Reaching through right fingertips. Exhale, release. Pivot hands all the way down to the floor. And straighten right leg, pivot on left toes. Breathe here. Finding your wide pyramid. Ready to go a little deeper by bringing chest down, maybe flattening the hands to the floor. And then we're gonna try to slide that right leg away. So press onto the heel, let the heel slide forward. Sometimes it gets a little bit stuck, so you're gonna really press it forward. Walk, lengthen that left leg back, bringing the left knee down, releasing left toes. So again, totally personal where your splits are. You can also, if there's a big gap underneath the right hip, you can place a block there for helping you support. You can stay lifted in kind of a extended spine here, or you can come forward, bringing elbows to floor. Wherever you are, in whatever posture you decide to fall into, just breathe into it. Allow your body to soften instead of struggle through the posture. Deep inhale. If you're feeling like it's too much, just bring your arms straight instead of elbows down. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Lengthen arms. Walk the hands back in. Slide that left in. Slide the right foot in. Tuck left toe under. Straighten. Oh, don't straighten. Keep the left knee bent. And sit back. Coming into our kind of half hero's pose here. So as your left foot is on the outside of your left hip, right leg is extended forward, hands on either side, similar to Dandasana position. Flexing that right foot towards face, lengthening through chest and torso, drawing in through abdomen, inhaling, arms coming up, and exhale, fold again. Reaching hands towards foot or ankle, drawing elbows towards earth, either gazing towards right toes or releasing chin towards shin. Breathe easy. Keeping that left hip down on the floor so you're not lifting out towards the right side. Left side body heavy. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, release. Hands on either side. Pressing. Slowly come up. Hands in front. Now tuck left toe under. Straighten right leg back. High plank. Chaturanga. Go for Vinyasa if you wish. If you're feeling tired, just meet us in downward facing. Exhale. Downward facing. A few breaths here. And slowly release knees to the floor, coming into Balasana position. Hips back and down, forehead to the mat. Breathe, let it go, surrender to what is. No fighting, no struggle. And slowly roll yourself up. Okay, we're gonna practice our camel pose today, Ustrasana. So if you have blocks, you might wanna use them on the outsides of your feet, but I'm gonna give you the option to try without the blocks. So separate your knees about hip width apart and tuck your toes under. This will make it easier because it'll lift up your heels enough for you to be able to reach them. When your feet are down, you have to lean back a little bit more. So keeping the toes tucked under will be a little bit more accessible for you. From here, you want to keep thinking about hips forward. So we're going to do the first kind of drill by bringing the weight back, engaging into the quadriceps. So bring the hands to the thighs, keep a nice long spine, and then from here, just lean back with a straight body. We're working here on the quads. Keep the hips, shoulders, all in one line like a plank. Lean back. You're going to feel it right there in your quads. Hold there and breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back to center. Okay, so we're going to do that 2 more times. If you're leaning back and your butt starts to kind of sink down, you've lost it. It's time to come back up and try again. So second set, hands on the thighs. I'll give you a challenge to make it harder in a moment. And lean back. Just finding your quads here. If you're feeling good, maybe bring hands to prayer. See what happens. Chest lifted, ribcage up. Exhale, come back to center. Release hands. Last one, I'll give you the option to extend the arms. You can start here or you can bring them up once you're already in the back position. So if you're starting here, lengthening up, and then exhale, everything comes back. One straight line. Hello, quads, how you been? Chin up, reach your fingertips. If you're getting tired, just bring your hands to your heart. It'll give you a break. If you're feeling good, stand them up. Exhale, slowly come to center. Release the arms, release the feet, sit down. Hero's pose, take a moment. Deep inhale, slow exhale. So the muscles you just engaged there, your quad muscles, you need those to work as they press forward and you go into your back fold in your Ustrasana, in your camel pose. So we're gonna do it moving. Our camel's gonna move today. We're doing moving camel. So separating the knees again, tucking toes under, so the heels are lifted. We're gonna take left hand to lower back, right arm extends up, reach and extend, so you're opening heart, open through shoulder, gaze up towards sky, quadriceps contracted here, keep moving forward. Exhale, rotate and bring right hand to heel, left arm up, gazing towards the right, little side. Exhale, coming back, so we're going to go to where we started before, but on the other side. Reach and extend, hips forward. Exhale, switch arms. So we're doing kind of an alternate side. Reach and extend. You can look towards the left, or you can gaze up, or even back. Exhale, switch sides. Inhale. Exhale, switch sides. So keep moving from one to the other. Maybe a little bit faster, maybe a little bit slower, but always in that back bend. Good, let's do 2 more if you can. Last one. Left side. Nice. And back to center. Take a moment, sit down onto the heels. Nice tall spine. Breathe here. Let the hands rest on your thighs. Notice how the back starts to feel a little bit maybe tight from releasing. We're back there for a little bit of time, so just take a moment to arrive into your body. We're going to fold forward now to reverse the to counter what we just did. So this is rabbit pose. We've practiced it in person a few times. You're going to take your hand, fingertips, to the inside part of your sole of your foot, and then your thumbs grabbing the outside. So it's like turning your hand, you can see, yeah, and then just grabbing your heel. Same thing on the other side. Grabbing your heel, so you're inside part of your index finger and thumb are holding onto your legs. From here, tuck chin to chest, roll yourself down, slow, with control. Round the spine, like a cat, like a deep, deep cat pose. Bring your forehead to your knees. If your forehead and your knees do not touch, say you're coming down in the posture and you're all the way over here, your forehead is by the floor, then you're gonna keep working on drawing by pulling with your arms, forehead to knee. Once your forehead and knees contact, we're gonna lift the hips and bring top of the head to the floor. Notice the forehead and the knees are still touching. Keep holding on to your feet, don't let go. Pull with your arms, round your spine. Exhale, slowly release, and gently come back up. So really hard to talk in that posture. That's rabbit pose. We're gonna try doing the whole sequence again with the back bending and coming forward. So just remember, if that was tough for you, bring forehead to knees, that's where you wanna work. All right, slowly come back to kneeling. Separate the feet. We're gonna try to bring both hands back this time. Hands are on the lower back. We're at press the hips forward, lift up through your heart. So you wanna imagine rib cage up, 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 up. So it's the rib cage that lifts. Notice you're not just going backwards like we did before working the quad. You're extending forward actually. You're really stretching from the pubic bone all the way up to the throat to find your camel pose. Now from here, if you wanted to tuck your toes under, you could, or press them at the tops of the feet into the floor. A little bit harder. Drop your head back. You can be there for a while, hold there, or you can release. One hand to the heel, there it is. Other hand to the heel. Once you have it, press your way forward. Keep holding onto your heels. Open heart. Hips forward. Hips forward. Rib cage up. Head back. And exhale, hands to the lower back. Slowly come back to center and release. Back to hero's pose. Okay. Before we fold forward, just take a moment. Opening the heart like that brings in a lot of different senses and awarenesses and intuitions and ideas and thoughts. And it's just a moment that it kind of just opens the floodgates. So just take a moment to notice how everything is. Check in with your body. And now we're ready to reverse. So again, hands grab the heels. You're gonna pull in, chin to chest. It's hard to talk like this, guys. I'll do my best. Tucking chin to chest, kind of rounding your spine. Round, 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 round. Bring forehead to knees. You're gonna feel a nice stretch from your tailbone all the way to the cervical spine, back of your neck. Forehead and knees touch. Not hover above. Touch, contact. Keep holding on to heels. Slowly lift the hips. Come to your pose. Belly's in. Arms are straight, no bend in the elbows. Pull. Shoulders, pull away from the ears. Round the spine. And slowly come back to center. And slowly lift up. Take a moment. Breathe here. Close your eyes. Settle in. Deep inhale, slow exhale. One more breath. Deep ujjayi breath. Our breath with sound is a real good one to do right here. It connects us, brings us back into the awareness of body. And then slowly blink eyes open. All right, we're gonna try moving backwards. So go ahead and come forward on your mat. Separate your feet, but keep your knees together and sit back in between your feet. Now, if you're going to sit back and your butt does not touch the floor or it hurts your knees, you can place your bolster or your block between your feet so that you can be a little higher in your hips. This way you're able to kind of find the posture without struggling with the knees. So you choose where you want to be. Once you're in position, no pain in the knees, spine is nice and straight, Bring your hands to your feet. Now, if you're using the bolster, you're probably not going to want to go much farther than just a lean back. Make sure that your knees stay on the floor. So I don't want these knees to come up off the floor. They need to be on the mat to protect them, to protect your knees. So from here, if you're on the floor, not on the bolster or block, bring one elbow down, other elbow down. Still the knees stay down. If those knees came up, you've gone too far to come back up to a taller seated position. From this point, you can stay here. This is a beautiful stretch for the quads. The nice tourniquet effect on the knee. Beautiful stretch for the tops of your feet. Great place to hang out and be. If this is a struggle for you, just hang out here. Otherwise, walk your elbows in and bring top of the head to the floor. Once the top of the head is on the floor, you might be able to release the weight on the elbows and then lower the shoulders down. So this is another deep, deep stretch into the tops of the legs, into the hip flexors as well. Knees never come off the floor, they stay down. And then lastly, you can take your hands up over your head and just kind of relax into whatever place you made it to. If you find that you need to come out of the posture before the cue, then it's fine. Definitely come out and you can go into a Paschimottanasana position, because that's where we're going next. Few more breaths here if you can. There's a big lift in the spine, so the rib cage is lifting up. Space between the lower back and middle back and the floor. And then exhale, release hands back to the feet. You're going to use your ankles and your elbows to pull back onto top of your head. Slowly press into your elbows, lift up. One hand back, other hand back. We're going to come back the same way we went down. One hand on the floor or on your foot, other hand on the floor or on your foot, and back to lifted. Slowly coming back to a straight spine, bringing hands forward. Lifting up. Before we go into our Paschimottanasana, just go ahead and stretch out the legs. So bring left leg back, extend. And down, other side, extend. The tingly feeling that's happening here in your knees is good. That means it's bringing nice, fresh, oxygenated blood through and helping to wash out any scar tissue you might have in your knees. This is how I healed my knees after my really bad injury I had a few years back. And then slowly cross your feet behind you and come back onto a seated position for Paschimottanasana. So legs are straight, feet are flexed, contract your quadriceps, draw belly in, lift up through rib cage. Find extension in your spine. It's just like our Ardha Uttanasana, right? It's that halfway lift. We're doing that with our backs here. Hands on other sides of your hips, lift through chest, shoulders back. Gaze forward or gaze down towards your toes. Reconnect with your breath. Slow down your breathing. Deepen your inhale. Soften your exhale. And then slowly coming forward, hinging from the hips. Walking your hands, to either sides of your legs. Keeping your feet flexed as you reach and extend. Maybe you can bring your elbows down, rib cage down. It's okay if your spine rounds here, no worries. We're trying to stretch the legs. But keep thinking about elevating rib cage forward and away. If possible, maybe grab a hold of your heels or your big toes and pull yourself into the maximum for your body today. Inhale, lengthen up, and exhale, release. Good. Moving into a little bit of the hips. Go ahead and come forward so that the soles of the feet are together. Knees are up, Baddha Konasana. If you have difficulty with your legs kind of in midair, you can place blocks or blankets or bolsters underneath your knees to keep them supported. But it's not necessary. If they don't hurt and it feels okay, you're feeling it in the inner thighs and in the groin, that's exactly where you're supposed to feel it. Hold on to your feet, lengthen through spine, and let the knees feel heavy. So you want the knees heavy, 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 so that one day those knees come down to the floor. I'm waiting for that day myself too, so if you're not there today, you're in good company. Breathe here. And then exhale, we're gonna bring the elbows forward, the shins. If that's not accessible for you, your hips are just way too tight, the elbows cannot come forward, all good. Just stay where you were before and keep pushing those knees down. If you're forward just a little bit, see if you can kind of connect the elbows and the forearms to the kind of the front part of the shin. And try not to pull your feet up. So you like keep your feet grounded, your hands are just gently kind of enveloping your feet here. Lengthen through spine. If you're really bending, you might be able to bring your rib cage down to the feet. One day. Keep holding forward, find your maximum and then hold. So it's not about going to your maximum and coming out. It's about going to your maximum stretch, your limit, and then breathing while you're there. And slowly inhale, coming up. Take a moment. We're going to take right leg, extend it out. And this left foot planted on the floor on the left side of your body. So you might need to kind of adjust yourself here. Right leg extended, left knee pulls in. We're going to take that left arm in front of that left leg and see if we can grab the ankle of the left foot. Reach for your right toes. So we're using the leverage of the left arm to keep us lifted, because if we don't have that, we're gonna fall backwards. So use your core strength to grab that left ankle or foot. If that doesn't happen, you can also grab the outside of that left knee, kind of with just your hand, but you're using it to help you stay lifted. And now we're gonna cross it. So we're gonna take right hand to left ankle, lean over to the side, extend left arm. So just find your extension here. You don't have to find your toe. That's not the posture necessarily. It's about finding, lengthening, reaching, 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 reaching. If that reaches your toe, if by doing that you find your toe, then great. Hook onto your toe and pull your body a little bit more. And then exhale, slowly release. Coming back through to center. Take that left foot to the inside of your right leg and align yourself right in the middle between your left knee and your right leg and come forward, elbows to floor. You can also use a prop to bring yourself down, maybe bring it a little closer to your body, and maybe rest your chin or your chest onto it. So you have all kinds of options here to find release and to let go. Surrender to what is. And then inhale, lift halfway, walking the hands in. Let's move the prop out of the way for a moment as we do the other side. So bend right foot, plant it on the floor, extend left leg. Make adjustments as necessary. So you really want to take that right foot out, sit onto that left hip. And then again, I like to come forward and grab that ankle first because that kind of just pulls me in that forward direction as I reach for the left toe. Now I'm kind of in that forward position. So you can be there, but if this right shoulder isn't cooperating with you, then you can just hold on to your leg like this. And you're lining yourself up through the center line of your leg. So it's not like when we go over that left leg, through the center line of your legs. And then we're gonna switch the grip. So now that left foot's gonna grab the right ankle and we're gonna pull down towards left leg. Right arm extends up and over and we're gonna reach as we press down through right hip. So reach, 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 open up. If that reach leads you to find your toe, if it reaches and leads you to find your toe, then great. Grab your toe and then rotate your torso, find your extension. If it doesn't, you're still reaching in that direction. So either way, you're still going towards the toe. Maybe it'll just take you a little longer to get there one day. And exhale, slowly release. Coming back through to center. Take a moment. We're going to take that right foot to the inner thigh, bending through the right knee, and lining ourselves up with the center coming forward. So again, coming forward onto the elbows, using your pillow or your block to bring your chest down, chin down, and resting there. Slow, easy inhale, slow, gentle exhale. And inhale, slowly lift up. Walk the hands back in. You can remove your prop and go ahead and lengthen your body to the length of your mat. Lay all the way back, bring the knees into the chest. We're going to seal our practice today with a couple of supine twists. But let's take a moment first to just give the lower back a little massage. Roll the knees around. In the beginning, we started with our hearing, noticing the sounds around us. I would like for you to keep your eyes open to the next part and notice the things that come into your eyes. So if you're inside, you might be looking at your ceiling. Right now, I'm looking at this blue sky with fluffy white clouds kind of just gently floating by. Make sure you're going in both directions for your knees. But just notice what kinds of things enter your eyes, how the light reflects off of those things, and now it's registered in your brain. Take inventory of everything that is your vision, eye, sight. And then we're going to keep the knees together, hug them in. Take the left arm, wrap it around the knees, and slowly start to roll both legs and left arm all the way to the left as you look to the right. So the left elbow might come to the floor if you want to kind of move it out of the way. You can kind of just move that left elbow out of the way so the left knee comes down and right arm reaches out looking towards right fingertips. Few breaths here, hugging those knees in towards the body. And then exhale slowly. You can use left elbow to kind of push you off the floor, coming back to center. Same thing on other side. Wrap right arm, left arm extends, palm up or down, and then start to roll the knees to the right. Once they come down, oh my flowers. Once they come down, you might want to move your right elbow out of the way so that your knee's all the way to the floor. Keep your left shoulder down on the mat, looking over left side. And just keep holding on to the left side knee so you're kind of hugging the knees into the body. Again, keeping your eyes open and noticing what comes into your field of vision, what enters your eyes. Don't worry about analyzing or judging. Just notice, I didn't realize that painting was there. Notice maybe something that you haven't really seen before, and even though it's your room, your wall. And then slowly coming back to center, bringing knees in towards the body. Again, letting the eyes stay open. Awareness of what's around you. Right now, the leaves on this tree above me are just gently swaying and moving, almost like they're being tickled by the wind. Let anything that's in your field of vision come into your consciousness, your awareness. And then slowly extend the legs. Bring the hands down by your hips. Square myself on the mat again. And then slowly lower the legs down, one little bit at a time, really working on the lower abdomen, the obliques. Keep the shoulders down, keep the head down. Slow, 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 slow and steady. Once the legs are down, relax the feet apart. So open the legs a little wider than hip width, maybe as wide as your mat. And let the feet flop out to the side so you start to feel openness into the inner thigh, inner hips. Knees are kind of pointing out in the direction of the toes. Arms down by your sides, palms facing up. Start to follow your breathing. Good habit to get into is to, every time you come back into a breath awareness, see if you can take a swallow and let the tongue go limp in the back of your throat. And then once that happens, bring the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Let your teeth naturally part to keep your lips together. Relax your jaw. Notice the belly rise and the belly fall. Relax your shoulders. Belly rises. Belly falls. Relax your torso, all the muscles in your back, your chest, belly. Belly rises and belly falls. Relax your hips and your pelvis. Belly rises, belly falls. Relax your glutes, your thighs, your hamstrings, and your quads. Soften, relax. Belly rises, belly falls. Relax the joints of your knees and your elbows. No tension there. Belly rises, belly falls. Relax your lower arms and your lower legs, your calves, your shins, your forearms, ankles and wrists. Relax. Feet and hands soften. Fingers and toes. Relax. Belly rises. Belly falls. Slowly, with your next exhale breath, you'll begin to bring awareness back into the body. Right now, I'm noticing the breeze as it's caressing my skin, moving my hair. Maybe you notice something in your room, sensation on your skin or body. Begin to add a little bit of movement to the face. So wiggle the nose, purse lips, move the jaw, make a big open mouth, and then exhale, maybe squish all the muscles of your face, tighten your eyes. And then add movement to the fingers and toes, moving the ankles and the wrists, making fists and squishing all your toes together, and then releasing, widening the fingers and the toes. Bend the elbows, bend your knees, let your knees fall on top of each other, resting on each other as you bring both hands to your belly. Again here, notice physically your belly rising underneath your palms, belly falling right below. Keeping the eyes closed, you're welcome to roll yourself up to seated or roll yourself to the side and then come to seated. Your choice, up to you. Going to come into a comfortable seated position. in Sukhasana with the gentle cross-legged. Take a moment to let the hands rest on the knees, keeping the eyes closed and that sensory exposure of the body open, really feeling with your skin. The sensations around you. And then exhale, drawing the palms together at the center of the heart, signifying union of body, mind, and spirit. We'll inhale for Om. Namaste.